Barry Williams, the charismatic young actor who brought the eldest Brady son, Greg, to life in one of television's most enduring family sitcoms, has finally pulled back the curtain on what it was like to grow up under the bright lights of Hollywood. In a candid segment featured in the CW's heartfelt docuseries TV We Love, Williams delves deep into the unique dynamics of the set where the Brady Bunch was filmed, painting a picture that's equal parts nostalgic warmth and sobering reflection. This isn't just a trip down memory lane, it's a thoughtful examination of how the show's creators navigated the delicate balance between crafting wholesome entertainment and allowing a group of impressionable kids to actually experience childhood amid the chaos of production schedules and scripted perfection. Williams, now in his later years but with the same easygoing charm that made Greg Brady an icon of 70s adolescence, credits much of the positive environment to the visionary minds behind the series. Sherwood Schwartz, the legendary producer whose whimsical storytelling turned a blended family into a cultural phenomenon, and his son Lloyd Schwartz, who stepped in as a key figure in managing the day-to-day operations, understood something crucial about their young cast. They recognized that these weren't just pint-sized performers reciting lines. They were children whose lives were being profoundly shaped by the very world the show depicted. The focus really was on the kids and their lives, Williams recalls, his voice carrying a mix of gratitude and introspection. He elaborates that this child-centric approach was a part of the genius of Lloyd Schwartz and Sherwood Schwartz both. It wasn't mere lip service to progressive parenting ideals, it was a deliberate strategy woven into the fabric of the production. By prioritizing the well-being of the actors, the Schwartzes ensured that the authenticity of the on-screen sibling bonds translated seamlessly from script to screen. One of the most poignant aspects Williams highlights is how this philosophy manifested in practical ways. Rather than treating the set like a rigid factory churning out episodes, it was reimagined as an extension of home life, albeit one with cue cards and camera angles. Lloyd Schwartz, who joined his father in the creative trenches, took on a role that blurred the lines between producer and paternal guardian. Williams describes how Lloyd would essentially chaperone the younger cast members, turning potential downtime into opportunities for unstructured play. The way to keep us connected to what we were doing here was to let us be kids, Williams explains, emphasizing that this wasn't an afterthought but a core principle. Imagine a bustling studio lot, filled with the hum of equipment and the chatter of crew members, suddenly transforming into a makeshift playground. While adults fretted over lighting setups and retakes, the kids, ranging from wide-eyed toddlers to tweens on the cusp of teenage rebellion, were encouraged to run, laugh, and explore. This approach, Williams notes, not only preserved their innocence but also infused the show with a genuine energy that audiences could feel. The Brady family's idealized harmony wasn't fabricated in a vacuum. It echoed the real camaraderie that bloomed when children were given space to breathe. Delving deeper, Williams shares personal anecdotes that illustrate the dual perspectives at play on set. As the oldest among the 6 child actors, he often found himself in a quasi-supervisory role, bridging the gap between the pint-sized performers and the grown-up world of show business. I basically would look at the show from the kid's point of view, he says, and my dad would have the point of view of the adult. This father-son dynamic, Barry's real-life father serving as his on-set advocate, mirrored the blended family theme of the series in unexpected ways. It created a safety net, where concerns about long hours or emotional fatigue could be voiced without fear of reprisal. Williams recalls instances where production would pause not for technical glitches, but to accommodate a child's need for a snack break or a quick game of tag. These moments, seemingly trivial, were the glue that held the cast together, fostering trust and resilience that extended far beyond the final fade-out of each episode. Lloyd Schwartz, reflecting on his contributions in the same docuseries segment, adds a layer of humility to the narrative. He admits that his summer camp ethos, treating the set like an extended vacation with educational undertones, came with its own set of challenges. We just wanted them to be kids, which caused problems later on for me, he confesses with a chuckle that belies the weight of those early decisions. What he means, of course, is the logistical headaches, delayed shoots due to impromptu recess, script adjustments to account for growing spurts or shifting personalities, and the occasional clash between creative deadlines and developmental milestones. Yet these problems were, in hindsight, the secret sauce that made the Brady Bunch resonate so deeply. By allowing the actors to retain their childlike wonder, the show avoided the pitfalls that plagued other child star vehicles, stories of burnout, resentment, or exploitative oversight. Instead, it became a beacon for how entertainment could nurture rather than consume its youngest talents. Williams doesn't shy away from the less idyllic elements either. Filming a half-hour sitcom in the late 60s and early 70s wasn't all groovy vibes and tiki lunches. There were stretches of tedium that tested even the most patient preteen. A lot of waiting around, he describes the rhythm of the day, where hours could slip by between takes as directors fine-tuned shots or wardrobe tweaks were made. During these lulls, the young cast, Williams alongside Mike Lookinland, Bobby, Eve Plum, Jan, Christopher Knight, Peter, Maureen McCormick, Marcia, and Susan Olsen, Cindy, turned the vast expanse of Paramount Studios into their personal adventure zone. They wandered the backlots, peeking into sound stages where other shows were in production, trading whispers about celebrity sightings or plotting harmless pranks on the crew. These escapades weren't rebellion, they were survival tactics, ways to reclaim agency in an environment where adults called the shots. Williams recounts one particular ramble where the group stumbled upon an old prop warehouse, unearthing relics from forgotten westerns and sci-fi flicks. For a kid like him, already navigating the awkward cusp of adolescence, these explorations were a reminder that Hollywood was a playground as much as a pressure cooker. This freedom to roam, Williams argues, was instrumental in maintaining the cast's mental equilibrium. In an industry notorious for its grind, the Brady Bunch set stood out as an anomaly, a place where laughter lines weren't just memorized but lived. He reflects on how these unstructured hours built lifelong bonds, turning co-stars into surrogate siblings who supported each other through the highs of fan mail and the lows of puberty hitting mid-season. It's a testament to the Schwartzes' foresight that they anticipated these needs, embedding empathy into the production blueprint long before child labor laws caught up with the times. Williams' revelations in TV we love serve as a gentle rebuke to modern tales of set toxicity, reminding us that thoughtful leadership can yield magic without sacrifice.